So I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and her lease is up, and she said, the prices of rent is just so crazy, blah 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 blah. In a different world, I would just take the leap and purchase a home. So I said, well, why don't you just purchase your home? And she said, well, purchasing a home, if I purchase a home, what if I find the love of my life? What if I get married? Then what is left for him to do? And I'm like, um, he- I think it's very important to do what you want to do. Um, there are things that are worth dying on the hill for, but something that is part of your makeup, something that is inside of you that you yearn for and you long for. And if there's a possibility for you to get it, I think you should go for it. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. I don't want to say anything offensive to anyone, and I don't want to seem insensitive, but here's my thing. I'm not gonna rob myself of anything waiting for a man or waiting for what society tells me that I have to obtain in order to have certain things like that. It's just a no for me. And, the conversation with her just got me to thinking because it's like, I've known other people like, at work, things like that, women who, say, oh, I've always wanted kids, but I never had one because, I never got married. And I'm like, we live in a world where you can be a chair if you want to. So you're telling me that if you have the means, that being a homeowner, being a mom is something that you're going to miss out on the opportunity for because Mm. So we get into a deeper conversation, and she's like, how she envisioned that by her mid 30s, she would have already purchased a home, had a child, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, there's absolutely nothing stopping you from doing these things. Like, you can still do it. And okay, so just to elaborate what I was saying, because I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. It's not that I'm not like being supportive or anything like that. The point that I was trying to make is that if you have worked hard for certain things and you have the means, the resources, and your life is stable and you're able to get things, I don't think that it's worth it to deprive yourself of it just because society says that you're supposed to have, I don't know, like there's some type of schedule or something. And I feel like if holding yourself back to wait for someone, it just doesn't sit right with me, doesn't make sense. Because I feel like if you meet the right person, they're gonna celebrate the things that you've accomplished in your life so far, and they're going to add to your life. I don't think that any of the right man is gonna be like, oh my gosh, you already bought a house, there's not left for me to do. What I'm trying to say is basically it's your life, it's your timeline. Like you should not. Did I get lost? Where the hell am I? It's your life, and I feel like the right person will celebrate everything that you've accomplished. The right person's gonna come in your life and make you feel crazy for being happy in the meantime before they came along. And then there's the other side of it. What if they don't come? If you can buy the house, buy it. If you could start the business, start it. If you want to repair that friendship, repair it. If you want to go back to school, go back. If you want to go for that job, go. If you want to move to that city, then move. The point that I'm making is that nobody can tell you what to do. It is all up to you. You have way more power over your life, over your happiness than what you actually think or what you give yourself credit for. Like you're the adult. I mean, in my case, it's like, okay, I'm the adult. Wow. But come on. Sometimes we let what if stop us from claiming blessings that we have the means and the rights to claim because we're thinking about what ifs, and in my personal life, it's like, there's been times that I thought about things that I didn't go for because of the whole what if thing. And it was my disobedience in that moment to claim something that was mine, that was right there in front of me, is what led me to like having regret, and when I look back on it, I'm like, oh my God, like it was right in front of me. Like the opportunity was there. I feel like I have to say this because I'm like, I've been on the run like all day. The point that I'm trying to make is don't let anybody else write the script to your happiness. Like, it's your script. Like, you do what you want to do. Because could you imagine, like, you're 50 years old and you've done everything right, and then you are just sitting there with regret? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I should have done X, Y, and Z. And the time is here. Like, you have the means, you have the opportunity, and you're not taking it because of I don't know.